I'm wondering if yous are ready to take the next step.
Yeah, sure. What next step?
I'm talking about taking somebody out. Just 'cause someone points his finger at him and tells you to do it.
I was in the war, Mr. Guarino. All I did was kill people I was told to kill. People the president pointed his finger at.
That's good. The president. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. But you're talking about the crowds, right? You know, the bad guys. That's not what I mean. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
The Nightwolves team released the gameplay trailer of the third update for Mafia II Final Cut on December 31st, 2024 as a Christmas present. According to the mod's description, Mafia II Final Cut is a global mod for Mafia II Classic, designed to expand and change the game by adding different deleted scenes and fixing old bugs. Almost every aspect of the game has been touched up in the modification, from graphics and textures to story and characters. Many different little things and features from the beta versions have been restored, many old bugs have been fixed, and new features have been added to help open up the world of the game even more. The project is still under development and will scale with updates in the future.
I'm wondering if yous are ready to take the next step.
The first change we can see is Vito wearing a pinstripe suit. Early concept artwork and in-game screenshots from 2009 showed Vito wearing a pinstripe suit. Also, if you look at Vito closely, you can see his eye color has changed to match the Mafia II remaster. In Mafia II Classic, Vito has very dark blue eyes, to the point they almost look brown, but over here, they look much lighter.
Yeah, sure. What next step?
I'm talking about taking somebody out.
This looks like a custom location and a new mission. Melee weapons have been restored.
Just 'cause someone points his finger at him.
This new location could possibly be the removed betting office. This screenshot from April 2009 shows Vito wearing a pinstripe suit inside the Empire Racetrack building owned by Don Vinci. This was a location where the player could place bets on Greyhound races and gamble. In another screenshot, we can see Vito wearing a flannel jacket fighting enemies, possibly Vinci's men. Unfortunately, the Empire Racetrack and betting office didn't make it into the final game, but it seems the Nightwolves team have recreated this location and mission. Vito is seen here shooting at a worker on the docks, directly from Derek's office. This seems to be a new mission.
I was in the war, Mr. Guarino. All I did was kill people I was told to kill.
This seems to be the first mission of Mafia II restored. For those who don't know, on November 23rd, 2021, Daniel Vavra, the scriptwriter for Mafia 1 and Mafia 2, posted the following on Facebook. Do you remember the first mission of Mafia 2? Now, a colleague has been scared and published screenshots in his portfolio of how it was originally supposed to look. That is how it actually looked, because in terms of graphics, it was largely finished, and it was far from just one small square and barracks. Know that we designed and built an entire Sicilian town where a long battle was supposed to take place, where the player had to ride a hackle and fight with German tanks and snipers, among other things. We also had those tanks, and they were mobile. That's why I went to Sicily to photograph locations. I read stacks of documents about the US paratroopers dropping in Operation Husky, including first-hand reports directly from the soldiers about the action, and based on that, I wrote this introductory quest. It was all written, including the dialogue. The script for this one quest was 89 pages long, and it took me months to write. And for some reason, it didn't make it to the final game. I don't know why, and I left. In the final game, we got a small section of the fictional Sicilian town San Celeste. And fun fact, the main town in Mafia the Old Country is also going to be San Celeste. This is also the same town where Tommy Angelo was born, according to the Mafia 1 remake. It seems the Nightwolves team have recreated the first mission of Mafia 2 with a new custom map and mission.
People the president pointed his finger at.
That's good. The president. Yeah, I like that. But you're talking about the Krauts, right?
Here we can see Vito and Joe selling cigarettes in a different location. This scene could be from an extended version of Chapter 8, The Wild Ones, before Vito and Joe are ambushed by the Greasers.
Bad guys.
Here we can see Henry and Vito carrying suitcases approaching the bombers. This could be from Chapter 12, Sea Gift. At the end of Chapter 12, Vito, Joe, and Henry escape the ambush from the fake cops with the dope that they just bought from Mr. Wong. The trio then make their way to Hunters, and a cutscene plays of them selling dope all over Empire Bay. It seems the Nightwolves team turned this pre-rendered cutscene into actual missions where you can sell dope all over the city.
That's not what I mean. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
The feature to take taxis to travel and ride as a passenger has been restored. The feature to take trains and ride as a passenger to travel has been restored. The feature to take buses and ride as a passenger to travel has been restored. The feature to purchase cars has been restored. New missions have been added. This seems to be Chapter 8.5, Wheels on Fire, from Gamescom 2009. This scene is from Chapter 11, A Friend of Ours. It seems like an alternate choice where you can kill Leo Galante and escape with Henry Tomasino. This new mission shows Vito at the Hillwood Mansion with Frankie at the door. This scene shows Vito at Leo Galante's house looking under his bed. It looks like Vito agreed to Eddie Scarpa's offer to kill Leo with Henry's help. New mission at the subway. It looks like one of the alternate endings has been restored. This is Hotel M. This is where Vito fights Joe, similar to how Tommy Angelo fights Sam Trapani at the end of Mafia 1.
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
We can hear the car braking right after Leo tells Vito, "Sorry kid, Joe wasn't part of our deal." Then we can hear footsteps and see Vito point his gun at Pepe Costa, personal bodyguard of Leo Galante. We can expect this update to release later this year. Mafia II Final Cut Update 1.2 contained bug fixes and nothing too major, but Mafia II Final Cut Update 1.3 on the other hand will be bigger than the previous two updates combined. A huge focus on the update will be on story changes. Many chapters will undergo adjustments, such as the chapter Murphy's Law in the last update, as well as add completely new chapters with new missions, new dialogues via AI, and new events that will further reveal the history and world of Mafia 2. For the very first time, Mafia 2 will become open world, and passing this or that mission can be a turning point for the end of the game. Here is a gameplay screenshot of Update 1.3 from Chapter 11, A Friend of Ours. It seems you can choose to kill Leo Galante or let Henry Tomasino handle it like the final game. Unfortunately, the team leader of Mafia 2 Final Cut, Alexander, also known as Fakpak, is currently in the Russian army and can't work on Mafia 2 Final Cut. Despite this situation, the team is slowly but surely working on the next update of Mafia 2 Final Cut and other future projects. For Update 1.3, the Nightwolves team are working on new locations such as Sicily and Charlie Lopez's car service. For Sicily, they plan to expand on the story from the beta version. In the beta version, there was no landing scene in Sicily. However, the Nightwolves team will introduce a brand new scene featuring Vito and his brother-in-arms struggling to survive after a plane crash. It will be a powerful moment, as only 6 soldiers from the entire regiment of young men make it out alive. What you're looking at right now is concept artwork from the Nightwolves team of how this scene may look like in Update 1.3. And this is Charlie Lopez's car service restored. And this is a first full-fledged look at the countryside of Sicily, created by Nightwolves team modeler Nikita Romanov. If you're interested in learning more about Mafia 2 Final Cut's development, or want to be aware of the latest updates and news, or you just want to support the Nightwolves team, then check out the pinned comment for a link to the Nightwolves team official Discord server and YouTube channel. For more Mafia game news, updates, and content, subscribe to Mafia Game Videos. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more content like this in the future, then please support me, because only one person runs this entire channel. Join the family today by becoming a member. Link is in the description below. If you can't do that, then just subscribe to me. Any support, I appreciate. Thank you.